Hey, welcome back. So this is part two. Part one was all the fretting hand and the chords. So if you haven't seen that and you want to know the chords for Sultans of Swing, go watch part one. This is all about the fretting hand. I've gone for three approaches. The first couple of 3 minutes is quite a fast run through with my metronome on quarter beats. If you pick things up quickly, that's going to work for you. If you like things a bit slower, then I've then gone into a section where I'm doing it all with the metronome on eighth beats and just everything a bit slower. I've also put tab towards the end, not tab covering absolutely every single bit, but the main section of the verse, main section of the chorus. I hope between yesterday's video and today's video that you've got all you need in order to be able to play Sultans of Swing. Let's get into it. So the hand is doing this percussive just tap of the strings on the second and fourth beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba 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 do ba do go ba 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 do ga. So first thing we're going to do is slow it down slightly. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stay on this D minor, but pluck it as if, so in my head I'm going to go, bow, sorry. So as if I'm playing it properly, so I'll play it properly so you get what I mean. Now with that the chord changes. So hopefully you can see that there's only really two things you need. So first is ba 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 ba. So that's with 3 thumb, index, ring in between the clicks. So we've got the 3. Now we just want to pinch. And then the 2, where we go thumb fingers. Either going thumb fingers or thumb fingers fingers. So the chorus. So this is for those who find it quite difficult to pick this stuff up, and what I'm recommending is that you have a metronome on eighth beats, and you're going to need to understand exactly what's going on, which picks are quarter beats and which are eighth beats. So you're going to need to think about it. You don't want to be thinking about it while you're playing. Okay, so do the thinking and analysing while you're watching the video and while you're grasping a proper understanding of what's going on. And when you play, do not count. You like, what I mean is, you want to be able to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but without the numbers, to go da 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 da. So 8 beats, I separate into 2 4s, da 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 da. Because you can think while you've got that pulse going on, you can focus on your playing. But while you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, too much of your brain is concentrating on the counting, and that's to the detriment of what you can do with your fingers. So I really advise against counting while you're playing. Now the metronome, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's a bit too slow for the actual song. So it's already slower than the original. I'm going to slow it down even more. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the first thing to get is the pinch, all 3 notes, and so that you can So as I say, you might need to understand that where I'm doing that pinch is on the 1 and the 3. But you don't want to be counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You want to be going da 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 da. Okay. Once you've got the pinch, it doesn't matter which order you do these, to be perfectly honest. You just want to get each one of them. So this one is going to be thumb, index, middle on those 3 strings, 4th, 3rd, 2nd string, along with the clicks. Okay, so that's 2 down. So as I'm going down those, hopefully you can realise or hear when you're just sitting counting and not got your guitar in your hand, that as I go down from that D minor, so D minor I'm doing with the one finger, thumb, 4, 3, 2 strings. Click, click, click. Yeah? And what I'm doing is I'm both releasing pressure on this first finger so that the second, so I'm plucking all here. So pinch all 3, and then my second time I'm playing is just the fingers. So on all 3, that's lasting for 2 clicks. And then my 2 fingers That's not 2 clicks. 2 clicks would be, it's just 1/8 beat. So we're doing a quarter beat, then an 1/8 beat. So I think it's probably easier if you stay on the D minor at first, but do the picking as if you're doing the changes. Let's look at the the chorus. So that's the first part of the chorus. So I'm on the D minor to the C. Here's tab for the main part of the verse, if you like. I didn't think you needed tab for everything. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments on that score. What I do want you to know about the tab is that you'll see that the columns, there's 8 of them. So these are in time, whereas tab doesn't usually tell you anything about timing. I've tried to do this so that it's in time. Similarly, although with a black background instead of white for some unknown reason to me, here's tab for the main part of the chorus. Once again, each bar has got 8 columns. Each of those is meant to be representing an 8th beat. So you've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for each bar. I hope that's clear.